Hey, it's H here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Bitcoin. I'll cover wave analysis with the Elliott Wave theory and provide multiple scenarios the price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting here onto our time frame and looking at these higher time frame structures again, starting from the June 18th lows. Again, why we are looking at this mid-week is just because, again, we are coming to a possible end here soon, so we need to be knowing what we are actually part of with the smaller time frame structures. So in here, we had a few different ideas of what this could be part of. In this one, again, we had this as a potential A wave, then a very large wave B with this expanding diagonal, or expanded flat, sorry, with an ending diagonal, and then we would have a potential for that C wave upwards, where we would have either this as an ABC, which would turn out to be a wave 1 of a diagonal, then 2, 3, 4, and 5, or this would be turning into an impulse wave where we are looking for 3, 4, and 5. At the moment, I don't think that is that likely, but of course that is possible. Then we had the other scenario where we have very similar structure. However, the A wave, instead of being here, would be up in here, and this would allow us to get this into a wave A. On this count, we are looking for a three-way structure in B, at which again this was going to be an ABC expectations. Again, if this goes beyond the 1.618 extension here, then we would be not really looking at this count anymore, because again at that point it would be more likely that this is turning into an impulse wave structure. But for now, we'll just keep that count around as well. Then we had this one, in which again we had an A, B, and C into an A wave, getting to the 0.618 extension of this A wave for this C wave over here. And now currently we would be looking for that wave B of minuet. In this one, we started this count with a three-way structure, which means again that this has to be a three-way, some kind of combination correction. So at this point, again, it looks the best as if we are having this as a WXY into W, three ways into X, and then another three-way structure into wave Y to complete the wave X at that point. We have some targets here for this ABC here. Of course, we have hit the 1-to-1 here now, around the 20.7k, and now we are stagnating around this golden pocket that we hit, again pulled from these highs to these lows. Again, that is not the very much of a default pull where we are targeting the significant swing highs and swing lows, but because again with Elliott Wave we are using the counts where we are pulling these fibs, so this is why we are targeting this one instead. So again, we are at very much of an area where we have a lot of confluence for some kind of pivot going down. Just need to make sure that this five-way structure is actually finished. And then we have, again, the more local structures, so let's dive into those. So the overall idea for most of those higher time frame structures is that we are creating this as an ABC. Again, if we are going to go beyond the 1.618, then we are possibly shifting our bias to that 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 structure instead. But for now, there is no sign of that is going to be happening, so that's why I'm still liking this ABC structure. Now in here, we were talking about yesterday this count where we had this as a 1-2, 1-2. Why I had this as a 1-2, 1-2 is just because again we did not hit the 1-to-1 extension here. We barely hit it, but again, if we did hit it, it would more likely to be a 1-2, an A, B, and C structure than a 1-2, 1-2, because again, 1-2s of smaller time frame should be smaller than the higher time frame structures like so. In here, again, I would think that we have this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into third, fourth, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into third of this sub micro. At the moment, we would be expecting this wave 4 to take place before again one more high to complete that C wave. At the moment, we have a lot of divergences here on 15-minute time frame, starting from these highs over here of this third. Then we had the third of fifth of third giving us those divergences as well, but I'm expecting us to take out these divergences, both of these, for this possible fifth wave before actually getting too much larger of a pullback. Of course, we can get all the way up or down here at where we had this previous wave 4 at around the 20.4k to 19.9k. So anywhere between here is fine. The first target would be the 23.6% retracement of this third wave here, which would be around the 20.5k area. Then the most common would be around the 38.2% retracement, 20.2k, anywhere again between this area. On smaller time frame, if we are zooming into this possible wave 4, this is what I got currently: a 3-way structure into W, a 3-ways into X, and then a possible 3-way structure here into wave Y. Again, not very clear structures here. This possibly is some kind of diagonal here if you want to be labeling that in. So yeah, that is probably the first structure of what we're going to be having for the wave 4 at the moment. I do think that is the first, again, just because of the time it took to create the previous structures. If we are comparing this wave 2 here to wave 4, we can see the 1-to-1 is all the way at Friday. So there is definitely a lot of time this could be taking, and a lot of retracement, of course, it could be taking. Still around 3 or 4% almost, until we get some other ideas where this could be invalidating. However, at the moment, I see this as a not impulsive structure coming down, so that is a great sign that we are still on track of creating some kind of structures that are correcting the previous moves. So I feel like this is still a very good look on the higher time frame as well. So that's pretty much it. I want to point out that we had also the other option of having this as an ABC, of course, into a W, 3-ways into X, but now we have already hit the 1.618 retracement. Here 1.618 retracement of this wave B here. So we can't really have that, at least on my system, so on my strategies. So that is why I don't think this is any more possible. I can't really get this to be any part of anything else here. Even if we had this wave Y finished here, I can't really get this being part of anything else, unless we are getting this into be a 3-way structure on itself. However, again, it just does not really look like one. Of course, we don't have that divergence at these highs here on these higher time frames. I think, did we have it on 1 minute? Let's take a look. We did have it on 1 minute, but yeah, again, on higher time frames we did not have any kind of divergence here. However, again, the look is not there for any 3-way move. This definitely feels and looks like a 5-way move, so that's why I don't really prefer this idea. We had the potential of having this as a 3-way, 3-way, and 3-way, coming down a bit deeper than the current lows that we had here. But again, now we've retraced too much to the higher side for this to be the case. So yeah, if we want to be having, or if this turns out to be a potential end here, and we just crash through like this, then we have to be possibly saying that this was a 3-way structure. I don't really like to call that one, at least as of yet, but that is something that we need to be keeping in mind. Maybe we just label this as a WXY already, as just that caution. But I think that is pretty much all I want to share at this very moment. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Links to my free Discord server in the description below. And for now, I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you next video. Bye bye.